I'm the developer of Blackout Comms, which is a backup, off-grid texting and tracking system. I built Blackout Comms because I want to be able to stay in touch with nearby family and friends if the grid was down, if we were just traveling and out of range or camping, or if we just didn't want to use our cell phones. I wanted to make sure these were easy for anybody to use anywhere, anytime, even if they're just used to using texting and apps. So I did make it pretty much like an app. Lastly, I wanted to make sure anybody could build these with parts they can find on Amazon and other places, so they're not having to rely on anyone to be the actual provider of them. With Blackout Comms, it's pretty easy to build these. It's pretty easy to set them up. It's really easy to set them up if they're already built, but you don't even have to do that. On my website, if I have build plans to build all of these, or if you buy them from me, I pre-build them and set them all up, and they just arrive ready to turn on, just like this. So they're ready to turn on and use, and if you've bought a kit or more than one devices from me, they're already together. They're already in a group, ready to use. They don't use your phone at all, so there's no apps, there's nothing to download. They completely do not use your phone. And again, if you buy them from me, you don't even have to change any settings or anything. I do have a lot of guides and videos to help you figure out how they work, but hopefully you don't even have to look at those, because I really try to make it so easy to use that the pictures pretty much show you how it works. If you want to know more of the technical details, you can look at my website or some of my other videos, and I provide a lot of information about that. The important parts: you don't need the grid, you don't need cell towers, you don't need a phone, and Blackout Comms runs on these low power devices. These work kind of like walkie-talkies, except they are text-based, not voice, and so they use radio frequencies like walkie-talkies, but when you use a walkie-talkie, someone has to be on the other end. With these, if I try to send a message and there's no other devices around, it will sit on this waiting for an opportunity to deliver it for up to 24 hours. If there are other devices around, but not the one I'm trying to send to, this will look for a way to get it there through multiple hops. If that other device is way out of range or turned off, the other devices will also look for their own ways to get that message there. So if that other device does show up at any time, even hours later after I've sent it, they will complete the delivery. And when the delivery is completed, I'll get a delivery confirmation, like a check mark that you see right there. That check mark means the message is confirmed sitting on another device. Blackout Comms uses a range of frequencies, not just one. So on most of the devices, if they have a screen, you'll see the frequency that it's sitting on. It only stays on a frequency for a minute or so at the most. If two devices are directly talking with one another, they will change frequencies multiple times a second. So that helps Blackout Comms get around interference or problems with certain frequencies. You can have up to 90 devices in your cluster. So as far as the types of devices, this is a communicator. These are all communicators. Most of them have keyboards. Most of them have a touch screen. Some of them do not have a touch screen. Some of them do not have keyboards, but they're made for you to use. They're made for you to use for finding where other people are, or send messages, or remote control things, or other things. It's made for a human to use this, to carry it in your pocket or whatever. And this particular one has vibrate alerts, so it'll vibrate if you get a message. Some of the other ones will beep, but not vibrate. This one does both. This is more of a pager size by LilyGo. This is a pager size that I designed. You can build this yourself. And yeah, same thing here. Some of the ones that I designed, they'll have on the back a flag that lights up. If it's green, it means there's other trusted devices in radio range. If it's flashing red, it means you're on your own. So if you had this sitting in a window or something, and it's all of a sudden you notice it turns green, that means somebody is gotten into your area that you trust. Some of the communicators have external antennas. These are going to have a lot better range. They might be a little harder to put in your pocket. Some of them have internal antennas. The range on the internal antennas are not quite as good. If you have an amateur radio license, you can even get into amps. This one transmits at 2.4 watts, which is pretty powerful. You can build this, or if you have a license, you can buy it from me if I have them in stock. So that's what communicators are. They're for you to use and carry around in your pocket, or leave it in, on a table or whatever. The other types of devices are links or nodes. These are both what I call Go kits, which means it's like a self-contained set of devices that you can take it anywhere, take them out, turn them on, and you have a link or a node built into the device, into the case itself. So you can turn it on, close the case, hang it from a tree, leave it at your campsite, whatever. And this is kind of like your base station then. You can pull your devices out, turn them on. So I build these and sell them. If you buy one of these from me, it is completely assembled just like this and ready to turn on. And I name the devices whatever you want, like mom and dad a lot of times. So this is the most basic node inside this one. This isn't the node. This is the most basic type of link or node. It's a LilyGo T-Beam Supreme. It'll run for about 24 hours. It's got an OLED screen. It'll show you how many devices are around and some other things about the status. So also there's the Haltech E290, which has this e-paper screen. This one's not even turned on right now, but it's still got a display because the display stays showing even if you cut the battery. When it is running, the screen kind of flashes every few seconds to update, like this. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that back off. But these are very good. And these, I add a real-time clock to these, and I add GPS. And again, there's plans, you can buy all the parts and build it yourself. This is a different type of link that I designed. This one I've had on a drone. It uses less power because it doesn't have a display. Instead, it just has the light similar to this pager. Similar to this pager that lights up green if there's people around and red if there's not. So, and if you have an amateur radio license, you can always add an amp. So this one also is putting out 2.4 watts, same as this. This one I've also mounted to a drone. I've had this can have a signal over 30 miles from my house, directly to my house, if there's line of sight. And it's basically this node with a amp mounted on it. So the last link or node I'll show, there are a lot more, but the last one I'll show right now is this newer one. This is LilyGo T-Beam 1W, and this has over 1 watt of transmitting power. It's very new, and I'm still testing out like which solar panels work with it really well and things like that. But the Blackout Comms firmware does work on it just fine, and I've gotten some pretty impressive results from this as a mobile base station or tracker that has a lot of transmitting power. If you buy it from LilyGo, I think that's the only place you can buy them right now. You can download this 3D printed case at my website or printables, and hopefully I'll have some of these in stock pretty soon to sell as well. And I'll be having these in a Go kit, but again, these do require a radio license if you want to run them. These have an OLED screen also, and what that's going to tell is with the Blackout Comms firmware, it's going to tell you who's around, or how many people are around, and what frequency it's on at the moment, things like that. And these already have GPS in them as they come from LilyGo, but I add a real-time clock, and this is actually compatible also with Doppler-based motion sensors and relays for remote control. I don't have one in this one, but there are plans you can build that yourself if you want to. Any of these, you can build them yourself, or if I have them in stock, you can buy them from me. If you buy them from me, Blackout Comms is already going to be up and running on them, and if you buy a set of any kind, they'll already be set up for you, just ready to turn on. If you want to see more technical information, check out some of my other videos or visit the website.